Hello everyone and welcome to another list review here at Hops and Drops for our upcoming game. My name is Karl and I'm gonna play the Idoneth Deepkin, one of my favorite armies to play. They're super cool. Aesthetically they pleases me a lot, mostly maybe because I was dive instructor back in the days. I just love fish and the ocean and corals and everything like that. This is my good friend's Rickard army. He's a crazy good painter. I'm currently painting my own army as well. So very excited to show you that one on the channel as well. I am playing the new battle formation, the Other Sea Predators. So 4 sharks, they come back end of any turn for a CP. And in the board age, 9 away. Super good battle formation. Just, yeah, they are around forever doing the game. And with scouting, they just do the battle tactics. They're just a very, very solid unit. And then I have my General's Regiment, which is Eidolon of the Aspect of the Sea. Also one of my favorite models at least. I see people play without her right now, but personally I just am a huge fan of the Eidolons. She's coming with 2 sharks, 1 turtle, and the Morrsarr Guard in her regiment. It's a reinforced unit of 6 Morrsarr Guard. I love the Morrsarr Guard personally. Great unit. And the turtle, as always, that 5 aboard is great. It's also super tanky and move. Then in my second regiment I have 2 drops. I have the new Mathala, Oracle of the Abyss, or however you pronounce her name. She's the new hero. She's super good. +1 attack to companion weapons is great. Her spell is great to snipe heroes. She is bringing the other 2 sharks, and I use the new manifestation, Incarnate. I'm not too sure about this one yet. It's essentially like a Kron spine, but with tentacles. We'll see how it does in the game. I'm not convinced with it yet. I do like what's it called? Manifestations where you can block out teleport or have the pendulum to block out movement. So yeah, we'll see how it does. It is nice for Idoneth that has so few units. It's nice to have another unit potentially on the table to block stuff off, to protect the objectives and so on. So it's not bad, I don't think. We'll see how it does. It's at least incredibly damn cool unit. And well done Games Workshop on making this one. It's yeah, crazy pretty. My artifact and heroic traits, I have the Dirge Leech for -1 to casting and healing. Not -1 to heal, but heal myself if they fail a cast within 18 of my Eidolon. Seems very nice. And then the Fangs of Fangmora, I think it's called, form of the Fangmora even. So it can only be hit by force. That's, in my opinion, super nice. It can be that one, or potentially that it's -1 to... No, that's the Dirge Leech. The other one, instead of the -1 to cast, I've been playing around with, if it's in combat, it's -1 to hit always, if the Eidolon didn't charge. Works nice with her Rampage, the nice command points. Yeah, I haven't played super lots with Idoneth in a tournament setting, but I enjoy playing them a lot. Then my battle tactics is Scouting Force, because yeah, it feels very easy to do the Scouting Force, just straight out of your objective, of your territory in the beginning, teleporting around, coming back, doing battle tactics. That feels very good. And then Master of the Path I have taken to kill a hero. Not too sure about that one yet. Maybe I should have instead do the Intercept and Recover. I've been thinking about doing treasures, because it's not like crazy lots of damage, but it's shooting. It's like it ramps up in damage, so I'm not sure. The reason I have the kill a hero one, which is the hard one in the beginning, is because I'm everywhere, because I go down in enemy turn, I can bring my shark back. That means in my turn, unless they double, of course, I can then move a shark into a small hero space, kill it, and then get my Master of the Path. So in my head, it seems quite nice at least. Yeah, like I said, from a tournament perspective, how I think it will do, I'm not sure. As of filming this video, Idoneth have like 37% win rate. I'm not sure what that's based on, or like in general how that does in a tournament. I feel like this list is similar to this, is very strong. It feels like when I'm looking at different communities, it seems like this kind of list is doing well. Just require a different play style, I think. But yeah, I think you're gonna do relatively well. Will you go 5-0? I don't know, maybe. Probably not. I think you can optimize this list a lot by maybe, I've seen people throw in the new Caradon Regiment, or Celestant-Prime, of course. Or the other one with the Idoneth Wizard. It's also nice. So I think there's a way to optimize it, but I like the look of this, so that's what I'm gonna try. Yeah, that's my list. I'm going up against Stormcast Eternals. We'll see how that goes. Tom is gonna go through your list, go through his list right now. See you later.
Hello everyone, my name's Tom and I'm playing Stormcast in our upcoming battle report. It's the second time we've played them on the channel, and I've brought a slightly, well, it's quite different list actually. I've got a couple of similar units if you've seen the previous game in terms of the Celestant-Prime and the Longstrikes. But other than that, it's all a little bit new stuff from the last time we played. Again, I've borrowed this Stormcast army from a friend. I don't play Stormcast all that often, but as I mentioned in the previous battle report, I do play against them a lot. So I understand how they work a lot, and I've also played against my friend playing a very similar list to this, so I've got a lot of experience with it, which is nice. So I've got a good idea of how to play this. The Stormcast don't really do anything that's unique to themselves. They do a lot of good stuff from other armies, but there's nothing really that like stands out as something that's super unique. So a lot of experience can be carried over from other armies into playing Stormcast. So I'll run you through the list. To start with, I'm playing Lightning Echelon. That's the formation where my dragons or my dragon riders here on a 3+ when they've charged can get strike first, one of them at least. And the reason why I'm liking that is because, well, for two reasons I suppose. The first one is it's really nice if you're committing with 2 units into combat and one of them can get strike first. That's always good. The second reason is there's a lot of strike last generally floating around in the meta, but just in a lot of armies currently. So having access to strike first is good. I want to be able to commit my dragons in, give them strike first. Even if they get strike last, I'm still swinging first with them, right? So yeah, I like it. It makes sense with a build like this. In my General's Regiment, I have my Knight Azyr, I think he's called. Let me just double check, I've got the list. Knight-Relictor, that's the one. He's a priest, and he can remove wards, reduce wards by 1. He is my general, and he has both my artifact and my heroic trait. So the artifact that he has is Beacon of Azyr, which is once per game, he can basically guarantee a prayer going off. He casts the prayer, whether it's in my turn or if I'm doing it in my opponent's turn, on a 7, which means that in combination with the teleport, has a lot of potential plays there. You can commit your dragons in, you can set him up behind. If you don't power through, or if you kill everything you're in combat with, or even if you power through but they're still in a bad position, you can then just guarantee that once per game 7 teleport and just get them out, put them somewhere else. So I think it's super useful, and it's usually clutch. I think in general, this is one of the reasons why I like playing Tzeentch. If you can guarantee anything in a game of Warhammer and remove the requirement to roll dice, it's good. And this is one of those cases. He also has my heroic trait, which is effectively when he dies, he comes back to life. It's the same old classic that a lot of armies have. On a 3+, you remove all remaining damage and he heals D3. The reason why I like that on him specifically is because he has the teleport as well, and he can teleport out of combat. So if a unit goes into him, kills him, he heals to full, then in your turn you can teleport him away and he's back to doing his stuff without being threatened. So I quite like it. It's one of the only options. I didn't have any points to be able to spend on artifacts and heroic traits, so I think it's the best option given the situation. In his regiment, all I have is 2 units of Questor Soulsworn. They are really great. I love them. I'd love to play more in this list, but I can't squeeze them in, unfortunately. The fact that you can deep strike them down somewhere on the table and then later teleport them somewhere else on the table is really powerful. They hit decently hard, they're decently tanky, they're just like kind of good. They're just kind of good at everything and pointed very reasonably. So I love those 2 units in this list. They are, yeah, point scorers, screens, they can fill a lot of roles. My second regiment then, I have the Celestant-Prime leading up. I love the Celestant-Prime. He is great. I never deep strike him. He's always on the table. His counter charge potential, if someone comes into you, you can just send the Prime in to try and clean them out. Or he can, in a pinch, go and take a side objective or flank objective on his own, and usually take out whatever's holding on to it if it's just a smaller unit. In his regiment, I have 4 dragons in 1 unit. They're great. They have the fight first capability. They also have the ability, it's quite rare nowadays to have this ability actually, where you can move 2d6 after charging and pile out of combat. Not many armies can do that now. It used to be a thing that a few people could do, but now it seems, I think this is the only thing to my knowledge that can do that. It's effectively fight first again, because you can charge in, pull out of combat, then your opponent can't activate any of their units, so then you get to activate and fight before they do. So if you get strike first on these, you manage to get that rampage off with the dragons, and then you've got another unit in combat, you can effectively fight with 3 units before any of those 3 units are hit. And that is pretty good, pretty powerful. Love the dragons shooting attacks, love the dragons lances attacks, but in this I'm trying something different. I should mention that actually. I've only put a lance on the sergeant. I think the 6 attacks from the other weapon, the sword, is really good. I don't like that dragons just get really bad if they've been charged, and that makes up for a little bit, having those 6 attacks. So what I'm doing is 3 of them have those, and then the sergeant has the lance for the damage too, because he has 4 attacks with it. Then moving on from that, within the Celestant-Prime's regiment, I have the Tempestors. They are just a nice mobile shooting platform. They're a great candidate for bringing back to life, so it means you can be a little bit careless with them. You can send them up, you can shoot, you can counter shoot, they get charged, they don't hit too badly with the companion attacks, and then if they die you just bring 2 of them back. I like them a lot. I don't know if they're better than like 2 more units of Soulsworn if you have the option, but they are good because they're fast, and I think that counts for a lot. So yeah, we'll see how they do in the game. And then lastly, in his regiment, I have 3 Longstrikes. I'm not leaving home without any shooting in any of my armies nowadays. I want to have a bit of shooting. Some armies can't be obscured. Some armies need to move away from obscuring to be able to score. The Longstrikes put that requirement then on little heroes as well. If they move out of obscuring, might be able to just be shot off the table by the Longstrikes. And 3 Longstrikes honestly put out a decent chunk of damage. I know I'm playing against Karl's Shark army, and it's not far off average that 3 Longstrikes can pick up a Shark, and that's pretty good odds. That's pretty nice if they manage to. So I like the Longstrikes. They're also a great option for bringing back to life, because even if you only bring 2 back, that's 5 damage, 2 shots at Ren 2, potentially Ren 3. Can do a lot of work. I think that's everything on the list perspective. I can talk a little bit about my battle tactics. I'm taking treasures, so my opponent picks 3 units and I need to kill them. I have the potential with Stormcast, but then also this build, because of the speed and the teleports, to be in my opponent's back line. So they can't just put it on 3 units that they intend to just hold back, because I can go there, I can teleport to them, I can move up the board and get to them. I'm mostly worried about Karl's Turtle. If he picks that as a treasure unit, I might never score that, because that turtle never dies. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And then my second battle tactic is Restless Energy. The first one of which is where I have to take an objective away from my opponent. That basically happens in any game of Warhammer. and then the one after that is you have to take all objectives in your opponent's territory, and again, that works well with the speed and the teleports that I have. I really don't mind with my battle tactic setup if me and my opponent switch sides on the table, basically. If I teleport everything to their backline, but then they push forward onto my home territory, it's fine for me because then I'm scoring all of my BTs, basically. So that's my thought process with the BTs. No idea how this list is going to do. I think it's got some potential. I love that everything's got a 3+ save. I'm a little bit sad that there's no ward in the list. If I could do anything, what I'm missing in Stormcast, honestly, is the equivalent of like the banner in Cruel Boys. I just want a little hero for 120 points to stand in the middle of my army and give everything a 6-up ward. That would be fantastic, but they just don't have it in Stormcast. So getting a ward is a little bit, you have to jump through some hoops with different heroes or heroic traits or artifacts, things like that. So yeah, I think that's the one negative of this list. Mortal wounds can hurt. That's it. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think in the comments, and look forward to seeing you in the game.